Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to support Senate Bill 1310. The Senate bill that is under consideration now is going to address a three-pronged problem that our Unemployment Compensation Trust Fund faces. Right now, the trust fund is in debt to the tune of $3.8 billion. We all know that. Also, there is structural insolvency in the fund. In spite of the fact that employers will be paying $300 million in additional taxes next year, the fund will still go further in debt. That problem needs to be addressed, and this bill does that. The last thing is that this bill also addresses the jobs crisis that is created by our unemployment compensation debt. Let me read for you just a short excerpt from a Times Tribune story. It's about a staffing firm based in Kingston. After 17 years of helping put people into jobs, husband and wife Norm and Angela Gavlik are now looking for jobs themselves. The reason cited by the owner is because unemployment compensation taxes were too high. They had to close their business. They lost the jobs for themselves and 6 other employees because they couldn't keep pace with increases in unemployment compensation taxes. This problem is a jobs problem, and it needs to be addressed. Throughout the process, we have met with stakeholders across the aisle. Chairmans Gordner and Tartaglione in the Senate, Chairmans Keller and Miller here in the House have all helped address this problem. We've also met with leaders from the business community, the labor community, and also community leaders. All of them came to the table with a sincere appreciation for the problem that we faced, and they wanted to fix the problem. The solutions have been discussed. We will refinance the existing debt at a lower rate in the private sector. We'll increase the taxable wage base, which was something that was asked for by my colleagues across the aisle, and we supported. We'll also reform the benefits and bring them in line with the revenues that are brought in by the current system. We'll also put in place much-needed fraud provisions, solvency provisions by increasing the trigger mechanisms that will increase the surplus in the fund in the good times so that we don't go into debt in the bad times. Lastly, we will also implement job training measures for those that are individuals affected by this proposal. It's a small group of individuals, but we have put in place much-needed protections for them so that they will not suffer undue hardships. At the end of the day, this is a bipartisan solution to a critical jobs crisis here in Pennsylvania. I would like to also thank the Secretary of Labor and Industry for her incredible work that she has done throughout this process. Without her leadership, we would not have gotten to a conclusion that is going to be brought about today. Again, if you want to support Pennsylvania jobs and Pennsylvania workers, you need to pass Senate Bill 1310. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.